Hey, crypto heads! It's the Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. We're back. Welcome to the dive bar of paranormal shows.
Oh yeah.
Get your cold drinks and take a sip.
Sorry, I
Actually,
don't
this is
know.
coffee. It's not cold.
I don't visit dive bars.
Dive bars
Yeah.
are fun.
They're my favorite.
He doesn't do anything, does he?
Yeah.
Nothing fun, man.
Do you visit bougie bars?
I don't visit any bars. I don't drink.
You don't have to drink to go to a bar
So what's the point?
because you get the people watch.
Because
and you
it's
get to watch all
fun.
the drunk people, and then you get
Yeah,
to
you get to
laugh
watch
at
other
the drunk
people be
people.
stupid.
and-
Okay. So there's a bunch of people around me, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You lost him at people.
Oh. Well, not all dive bars have a lot of people.
I think he
but-
hasn't been out of his house in like 2 months. He's become.
That's
a
not
recluse.
true. I'm on vacation this week. I went to Home Depot.
Oh,
wow. Curbside pickup, right?
right.
my mom and my sister used to work for Home Depot.
I used to work for Lowe's. I was a delivery driver.
So
Surprise, surprise.
I used to take my kids
Yeah.
to those little workshops.
Oh my god, I love those things.
I still have one of the little aprons that they got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mom got one for my son when he was little. It's got his name on it. It's
Yeah.
packed away. Those are fun.
Hello.
Hey, Barb.
That's how I hear it in my head when people type it out like that.
Hello.
Like Mrs. Doubtfire.
That was a good movie.
I
love that movie.
What's up, John? What up, Eddie?
Eddie Pence.
For the Cold
Oh.
Cuts fundraiser.
Oh,
Oh
that
yeah.
was.
By the way, Heisenberg.
What's
So
the Cold Cuts
Heisenberg.
fundraiser?
Oh, you didn't see that? We all saw
No.
it. Oh my goodness.
No.
Hence the disclaimer that we have not run this by Heisenberg yet.
And I like how you say we, like I had anything to do with that.
I made a post that said if we had a fundraiser where if we reached the goal, Heisenberg would eat a cold cut sandwich, like a bologna and cheese, and wash it down with an ice cold Pepsi. Would you guys donate? And everybody's like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
The only person I'd probably do that for would be Ashley Storm.
All right. She needs
All
money.
We can do it.
What's going to have a big number on there, man?
Like 50.
Why you don't
50
eat
bucks?
cold cuts?
No,
No.
he does
You
not.
don't eat processed food at all?
I
No,
don't
he
care.
just is
Process,
very
just cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about
Well, you can
hot
heat it up.
sandwich?
No,
I was
it's
gonna
not the
say
same.
you can heat them up.
Right? You can get a Subway
know it's
There's
not the
sandwich.
same?
hot ham and cheese. You know,
Well, I'll eat a hot ham and cheese, yeah.
I won't. Those are gross.
You just don't eat it cold.
No.
Got it.
All lunch meat can be heated up. Just saying.
Right.
But why would I do that? Why would I cook something I'd rather have than heat up lunch meat?
I don't know.
It's for a fundraiser.
Right. It's for a good cause. We haven't decided the cause yet, but
Hey,
Well,
Ashley
you-
Storm's a good cause.
I
Broken Bow
agree.
Asylum.
Hi, Lori. I can only see comments. I can't type you back, and I don't. Oh, there you go. I can type on my phone though. But
hey,
I can't see. Who's Facebook?
I like that
Oh,
Valerie put her
sorry.
name because
Valerie,
it says Facebook user.
Yeah, it's doing something weird. Like sometimes you have to okay Facebook
There's
to
a-
use your name when you're
Yeah,
on
what is
stream
up
here.
with that? And now in some of your group chats, you can actually do it anonymously. I had to say that
In a
slowly.
group chat?
Yeah, like
Oh shit.
like if you have like your team page or
Your
something,
mama, that's why.
you can put it
Yeah.
you can post something anonymously. I was like, what is this shit?
That's
can
kind
I
of
cuss on your
crazy.
show? I cuss.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're allowed.
You
Okay,
need to
'cause
fucking stop that
I
shit.
try.
All right?
Right.
I try not to cuss on my shows, so I
Oh.
was like, but I am.
That's-
There's the
on
reason
why
we
we
call
can't go on
ourselves
your
the
show.
Dive Bar.
Yeah. Why are we talking about meat
Hi,
again? Because
Nancy.
we like talking about meat.
Right.
And Christmas tree cakes and ghost power drinks. Yeah.
What's your name?
What's up, Ken?
Ghost flavored drinks? What'd you say?
Ghost power drinks, or I meant
Oh.
I meant
He meant
energy
energy
drinks.
drinks.
Ghost
He wants
powered drinks.
to know what my name is. I
Oh.
know Goose was trying to give me some kind of weird name today in our private chat.
Just as a joke, I tried to put Jolly Formaggio.
No.
Uh,
Actually, DiMaggio means of May, not how you think
Oh,
it's
okay.
cheese. Making it
Of
sound like
May.
I'm cheese.
It'd be happy cheese. Can we have Heisenberg's side dish be the delicacy of a candy?
man.
that's gross.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat those. Sorry. It's,
Oh, nothing like a hot. Oh God, no! I watched how hot
Cryptic
dogs were
Paranormal
made.
30.
I watched how hot dogs were made in 8th grade, and I have not eaten one ever since.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a
Nope.
reason my dad always called them lips and assholes.
Yeah,
What?
and then,
I'll eat Hebrew National hot dogs.
Those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
And the
Salt.
funny thing is too is like everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta watch this show," and then I'm like, I'm not watching about how any food is made because I will never
Right.
eat again.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing it. I'm good.
What-
Thank you.
One of my favorite videos is this chef, and he's trying to like prove a point. And so he takes a bunch of kids, and they're like, like 6 to 8 years old, maybe. And he sets them all down at the counter, and he shows them a video on how McDonald's chicken nuggets are made.
Oh yeah.
And
No.
they're like all smashed up and gross. And then they like form them into patties and whatever. And the kids are all like, ew. And then he's like, okay, who wants chicken nuggets? And they all were like, I do.
I liked when it came out and said, now
Thanksgiving,
100% white meat chicken. And I was like, what the hell was in there before?
right?
Chicken product.
Product.
That's what they call it.
Oh, Wolliver, you're like the kids in the video.
Yeah. But I'm the
It's
same
pink-
way.
It's pink before they turn it white.
Right.
Gross.
I figure if you microwave it long enough, it's got to kill all that other shit, right?
Nope.
I don't care how food
Yeah.
made. If it tastes good, that's all I care about. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a big girl. I like food.
Hello, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
So let's food aside for a second. Let's get to know Holly a little bit.
Oh boy.
right. So what's your shoe size? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
7.5, sometimes 8, just depending on the maker.
Good to know.
I can't believe they switch it up like that, those bastards.
I know, right? Just like our clothes size. Sometimes I'm
Right.
a size 7. Sometimes no, just kidding. I wish I was a 7.
Like all sizes should be the same because it's a size.
Right. Yeah.
They shouldn't
Girl.
even have sizes. But you know what the bad part of that is?
How
The
you doing, Bill?
bigger the clothing is, the more expensive it is. So I'm like, why? And they're like, because we use more material. I'm like, that's such a shitty answer.
Yeah, I know. I hate that.
It's like, thanks.
Well, it's like when
Exactly.
we're like designing something for ourselves, like not merch we're selling, but like the three of us want to get a specialized shirt just for the three of us.
Right.
Like I could order from the same company for them too, but I gotta like find something else that has my size and is usually like $10 to $15 more. It's a pain in the ass.
Yep. It's stupid. It's totally
Right,
stupid.
say you're labeling in.
We all know Holly won't eat hot dogs. She missed out on the good ones at Hinsdale.
Yeah, no. They were cooking them on sticks.
What's up, Mr.
Literally
Bill?
Nice.
took sticks from the.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Is
Is it bedtime already?
Is that time
Say
already?
good night to everybody.
Good
Hi,
night,
buddy.
Lincoln.
Aw. Look at that.
What are you watching? Paramount videos?
Who's he
You
get
say
the red
hi?
hair from?
I don't
Real
know.
father. There you go, buddy.
The real father? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Night, Lincoln.
Good night, Lincoln.
Good night, Lincoln.
Good night, Lincoln.
No, we're not gonna stay in the garage. We're gonna-
I don't support Nikes, though. We're good.
Okay, then walk.
Okay, no. You guys like cooked them on a stick in the fire, dropped them in the fire, picked them up, ate.
That's flavor.
Delicious.
That's seasoning, man.
It's called smoking.
That was fun though. That was absolutely one of the best times we had all year.
That's one thing I love about Hinsdale's because it's like all inclusive. You could have a bonfire, you could cook, you can eat, you could.
Yeah, but I was the only girl with five guys, so that was fun. They at Hinsdale, they played tricks on me and they got me a couple times. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Next year when we do it all over again, they're all going to get me, and I'm gonna take those headphones that you guys are gonna put in your basket. I'm gonna wear those the entire time so I can just hear them moving.
Look at those.
Yep. I'm just gonna wear
on.
mine the whole entire time.
Right.
Yep.
That.
Yeah, we have a pair. Ours are black though, but
I know. I have black ones too, but when I went to go order them, I was like, "Ooh, let's get the white ones." Those are different.
But yeah, I will wear those so I can hear when they're sneaking up behind me with the death whistle.
Yep.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Eddie Pence. Yeah.
Good evening, Penny.
It's a good group, though.
I think Ace got me too. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. Yep.
How many times have you been to Hinsdale?
Twice.
Yeah.
It was last year and this year. Last year affected me really bad. This year it was fine.
That's good.
Yep. It was good. Good times.
Yeah, Hinsdale's intense. I could see how it affected you.
Well, it's funny because Billy was the one that the first time we went, it was me, Ace, our teammate Elizabeth, our teammate Nikki, and then our teammate Bill and his daughter Bella. So it was the six of us, and Billy let us in, and we sat down. She gave us the spiel, and she looked at me. She goes, "I'm worried about you," and I'm like, "Why? Why me?" She's like, "I just," and she didn't tell me why, and I was like, "Okay, I'm fine. I'll be fine." No, I was not fine. I was not fine. I was mean to everybody on the team, like totally mean. Like I to the point where I drove myself nuts after we got home because we had gotten the camera stuff that they do there, and I was afraid I was going to say something mean about one of my teammates, and they were going to hear me say something mean about them and not like me anymore. And I was like, but that wasn't me.
Right? Listen, the only time Shelly and I have ever been in a fight was at Hinsdale. And afterwards, we both were like, that was so dumb. Well, like, why were we even fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, I was snapping at everybody. I mean, I even called my kids at one time and was asking about the dog. And I'm like, started yelling at them to where they could hear me at the bonfire. And I'm all the way at the end of the driveway. So, I was loud. And I was just like, that's not me. Like, so I asked Billy, I'm like, so when you said you were worried about me, what were you meaning? She's like, that you had to get an attachment. I was like, oh, okay, thanks.
Why did she not tell you? What's wrong with that?
No, I wanted her to tell me, but I was just like, she could have told me before. But
that's what I'm saying.
that time, I actually forgot to do my ritual that I normally do before I go into a haunted location. And I didn't do it that time.
Is that where you sacrifice virgins?
Yeah.
Good luck finding one of those.
Yeah, right.
How long do you have to go before you're considered one again? Oh, just never mind.
That I don't know. Couldn't answer you on that one. But yeah, that was the only place Madison, as you know, Denise, it affected me too. When the MadCon 3 made me cry. I don't know where that happened, why that happened. But right by Sarah's room, I just lost my shit.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
And they're like, what's wrong with this girl? And I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. So,
awesome, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, did you see what shirt I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay.
I wore it all day just for you guys.
Nice.
You're awesome. I love you all.
Yeah. And I bet you Ray and Denise aren't even wearing their Cryptic Paranormal shirts.
Oh no, I'm wearing my
Nope.
Mandalorian shirt.
I'm still in work clothes.
I was gonna say you look like you just got off of work.
Yeah.
Shame,
It's
shame.
clean. It's in the pile somewhere.
Shame, shame.
But he's got the hat on,
Yeah, I always got the hat on.
so he's
Yeah.
good. He's
Hats are glued to his head. They don't count.
Heisenberg's just gloating because for once he has his shirt and we don't.
Oh, no. I got my Dark Alley shirt on.
There you go.
so I'm the only one representing
Yes.
today. Great,
Yeah.
thanks.
That's pretty normal, honestly.
I
Yeah.
want to know how Heisenberg
I didn't say I
got
had
his
one on.
name.
That's a good question,
I want to know
Heisenberg.
how you got your name, Heisenberg. Because today when Goose tagged you, I was like, "Who's this guy?" and I'm like, "Who is that?" And I figured it out. It was
It's
you.
classified.
No, nothing's classified on this show.
I don't know if he knows.
I told you my shoe size. Come on.
But you told me 2 different sizes.
Well,
What's the real one?
It could go either. Usually 7.5, but could
So
go either
I was
way.
helping out at a location
Mhm.
that was not really up and running yet. So I was asked to put on the hazmat suit because I was helping park cars, and if any cops came, I was doing mold abatement.
Oh.
So they gave him because he had the suit on. It looked like
Uh-huh.
Heisenberg from.
That's all it is.
I always want to call him
Breaking Bad.
Heidelberg. I don't
You
know
can call it
why.
whatever you want. I'm good with it.
He's had several names: Max Braggins,
Angry Kitty.
Yeah, to name a few.
Oh, and Denise.
What?
What's up, Angela?
I still need stickers of you and Goose. Just saying.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need stickers.
I
You
got
have a pen.
buttons of Goose.
Yeah, you have a button.
No, I need stickers because I got one of Heisenberg. I got a sticker of Heisenberg.
Dude, the Heisenberg stickers are amazing.
They are. So now we need one of you guys.
I know.
Then I can put them on my,
It's funny,
on my
she
little
keeps-
briefcase. With
Did you
all
say
3 of
no,
you in a
Denise?
row.
Did you
What?
say no? Did you say
What?
no?
Did I say it out loud? I didn't mean
Yeah, you
to.
did. You totally did.
It's funny she buys all this merch with us on it, but like
Mhm.
nothing
Right.
with her.
And she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
I know.
So I know. I want a sticker, Denise.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Heidelberg.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have Goose make me one for you.
Oh, gosh.
Yep,
Never knew that story.
that's why.
None of us did. That's why I asked how he got his name.
Mold abatement.
he kind of got it from Adam, and it just kind of stuck.
See,
Oh my
everybody
gosh.
wants your
Well, it's
sticker.
funny 'cause,
Listen,
like,
That's my
so many
sister,
people-
though. That doesn't count. Of course she wouldn't rock a sticker.
Oh, she needs the big sticker for her wall.
Yeah,
Yes, we need Denise Smith fatheads.
fathead.
Nice
That's
fatheads.
it. She could,
Like
and then
before-
she could use them for like her job too. She'd be like,
Yeah.
sell a house, sell a
Right.
house.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. Buy a house.
Next time I'm on a billboard, I'll ask them if I could have it when it's down, when they're done with it. And then I'll just put it on the whole wall back there. And then that'll be my backdrop.
There you go.
Dennis said,
Someone
get some
wants
V-necks. Are you
V-necks.
trying to show a little chest hair there, buddy?
I was gonna say for who, you or the ladies.
Right.
I don't want to see no man in a V-neck. Don't do it.
I do like V-neck shirts, though, better.
But for women, yes, I like
Yeah.
V-necks too, but not a man.
Yeah, I'm
I
not a
mean, I
V-neck.
have ones
I'm
that
not
are
a
like
V-neck
small.
person.
Hello,
Mm.
Debbie.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Angela. I love Angela. She's a cool.
I know. Angie,
And
we got all kinds of
we
stickers.
we don't live too far from each other either.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Darren, can you just
Yeah,
like
right?
hide them and move them around the jail and
Yeah,
like just
different
scare the shit out of
places.
people?
well, that's like is it? I think it's Julie that has the Adam.
Oh, yeah, the little tiny kibble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cracks me up. I'm like, It's like a little bobblehead.
She takes them everywhere.
I know.
My
It's
gosh,
funny.
I just got a banner for us. Now everybody wants us to get cardboard cutouts. I'm like, come on. That's what madness has to stop eventually.
I know, like we just got hoodies like 2 days ago. Can we?
Well, it's funny because
We
when
gotta
you
calm
got
down.
your when you got your billboard, I started thinking, I'm like, well, how much would be a billboard for the show?
Billboard for?
About $400 to $700
Right,
probably.
yeah. I know Kate looked it up too. That's funny.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it depends on how much you run it for, how long you run it for.
Oh, that's her hair.
What?
That's her
Oh
hair,
yeah, that's my hair. I have green hair, and then I have a necklace that's blue.
Oh,
It actually looks like a peacock, so that's pretty cool. I love peacocks.
Yeah.
right?
Random and
One
place
day-
them all over the place.
One day I will have a peacock tattoo down my leg.
Nice.
Yep.
Do you ever see them in real life and the weird noise that they make?
Oh, man,
Yes,
it's
I
very
love
noisy.
them. And my brother lives in California, and he gets them every day in his backyard. I'm like, I so need to go to California. And he actually found he texted me the other day a picture, and he goes, "I have this for you." I'm like, mail it. It was a peacock feather.
Nice.
So he's keeping it for me, so when we go in 2 years
Up,
to
George.
visit him,
Nice.
I get it. I'm like, yes.
Debbie, we
Yeah.
can get zip up hoodies now. So let me know.
Jimmy John sponsorship. Get with the cold cuts. See, I keep telling my favorite human that I want rainbow hair. I want rainbow hair.
Dude, they do a really good job with that, but I can't imagine the upkeep of that.
Oh my god, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be gone after, like, I literally, okay, so this washes out super fast.
Right.
If you don't have the right shampoo, and I
Thanks,
do
sir.
not have the right shampoo, apparently, even though I thought I did. But I don't wash my hair every day because of the the color now.
Yeah.
When I used to wash it every day. Kind of hard to do, but I need to last longer because I don't want to pay $40 every time I get my hair colored.
Listen, when I worked at Hot Topic, so I was 17, 18
Yesterday.
That's a good story.
last week. No, that's when I started with not washing my hair all the time because it was the same thing. It was like 6 weeks or 6 washes or whatever for the color. And I'm like, okay, so if I wash my hair once a week, then that's 6 weeks, right?
Right.
So, or if you wash your hair every day, that's a week. But I started washing my hair like once, maybe twice a week. Like I still take a shower, but I'll just put it up while I'm taking a shower.
Yep,
Dude,
exactly.
it's so good for your hair. I wish people would like do some research on that shit before they make fun of it. Like you're meant to have like grease in your hair.
Yep.
And if you wash it out every day, then your body overproduces it. So you actually have way greasier hair. And it's gross to wash your hair every day. Just
right. Yeah, no, I do it because I don't want the color to come out. And like colors like this don't have the ammonia in it or something that holds it to your hair. So
Agreed, George. It's easier not having
I
it.
mean, I think bald is sexy, but not on me.
right. I don't know.
I did have purple hair before the green. Next is going to be, I'll do green a couple more times and then it'll go blue.
It's very bad. Thank you, Janet. This is what happens when we have a girl on the show.
Hey, I can talk about hair color. I used to color mine all the time. I was just sitting back and just being.
Ace says he's going to do rainbow hair. Better be in your mustache.
He said, "Oh wait, never mind." Heisenberg, I need to see pictures of you with crazy colored hair.
It was only really blonde.
Oh, well, that's not crazy hair.
Right.
No.
We should do rainbow hair.
It wasn't
on
frosted tips,
Heisenberg.
everybody.
That would be that would be a good fundraiser.
Yeah.
Dye Heisenberg's hair different colors.
That was a big detour. Sorry about that. I just wanted to.
What'd you
Let's
do?
talking about washing our hair and shit.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to make sure that people understand that it's actually very good for you.
I understand.
It is.
And it tracks ghosts.
And actually,
And
my friend who does
actually,
hair told me that lice like clean hair better than they like dirty
for
hair.
sure. Yes, they do.
Boom.
But here's the question. Okay, wait. Okay, I have a major
I
question
was
about
hoping I
this.
just don't get lights.
Okay, I do have a question about this because I've known that for years because of being a preschool teacher. Known that. But then you hear the stories of homeless people having their hair just infested with lice, and they're
Oh,
not,
that's true.
they don't have clean hair. So why
That's
are they
true.
infested with lice?
Well, I don't think it's like all or
Oh
nothing.
my God, you scared the shit out of me.
It's funny, you
I
guys
just-
both kind
I
of look
just-
back
I've
at the
always done
same
that.
time, actually. You and Ray.
What's that?
You guys actually kind of look like you look back at the same time. You were looking at your drink, I think, and she
Oh,
turned
yeah.
around.
She's like, "Hey, how are you?"
What are you?
Like everybody's coming down here right now,
It's like, let's do a live TikTok. Hey.
right?
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Hey,
How are
buddy.
you?
Good.
What's your name?
Corey's on here. You could say hi to Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Okay, here.
Thank you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Did they start school yet?
No, that's
Yeah.
kid.
Oh,
Is that
mine,
right?
mine start after the day after Labor Day. And I'm still confused if it's a full day or half a day because I've gotten 2 emails. One says a full day,
Have a
one
good
says
night,
half
George.
day. I have no idea. Bye, George. That's my favorite name.
I don't know if they do or not. I don't know if they do.
I remember them doing that because I had it. I'm not going to pray.
Did you?
Yeah.
Not our schools. They don't do that anymore.
I don't think they do it in ours. Someone had lice in Ryan's class when he was in like daycare. He was only like 3. And I was like, nope, we're not dealing with that. I just shaved his head because I did not want to.
Oh yeah. What my son actually, my oldest, was it my oldest? No, it was my little guy. When he was playing T-ball, yeah, it was him. T-ball, he got lice from the helmets because they shared helmets at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And he got lice, and I was like, oh my God, that was the one. Like all the years that I've worked in daycare, never did I ever catch lice from any of the kids that had it. Nothing like that. My kid gets it from a baseball helmet, and I was like, and that was the worst, trying to clean your house after that.
Yeah.
I think up until and then he was what? So for 10 years, all their stuffed animals were in the basement in a black bag because I never touched them again.
Right.
Like they went in the garbage when we moved. I was like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. Shaved them. Me and my daughters were the only ones that had to like totally wash our hair because I was not shaving our heads.
Right. Jeff,
fun.
that was my Mastiff. His name's Roscoe.
Roscoe.
Yeah. He's big.
Costco.
Oh, those are good.
He's also a big baby.
Oh my God.
Oh, that
no
would
way.
suck.
Sucks.
That would suck.
That's
oh,
terrible.
That
I don't think I've ever had lice.
I'm such a freak about like kids putting on masks and hats and stuff in the store. They'll like just run up and they want to try everything on. And I'm like, oh, don't put it down.
It's itchy. I can tell you that. It's itchy.
Oh, terrible.
You want to spray some lice on before. They're like, where'd you get that? Aisle 5.
After I got out of elementary school, it just disappeared. Why did that happen? I don't understand.
Because middle school you transfer classes, so they don't have time to look at 700-800 kids at one time.
And I guess your stuff's not all close together; it's in lockers.
That
I guess. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh, I wasn't thinking. So.
No, now you got to worry about in middle school them swapping spit and makeup and everything else. I hate middle school. I'm so happy this is our last year in middle school. Oh, I hate middle school kids.
So much drama.
They're awful and mean. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
I feel like it's middle school's worse than high school.
It is. It totally is. It totally is. They're trying to find their place in life, and I don't like middle school.
My daughter started high school this year, and she's already
Sorry,
Like
Darren.
her anxiety level seems to already drop. Like she's already like joining clubs, which was unheard
Oh
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think band camp had a big thing to do with that because she like was forced to be with people that a lot of people she didn't know, except for like the few that were still like, you know, all freshmen. But
Right.
she's just very like, and she's like hanging out with groups of friends. She's talking about homecoming dance. I'm like, what?
How old is she?
She's a freshman.
I have a junior this year.
She's gonna be 15 this year.
Mine is 16. The
Yeah.
sass is real. The sass is real
Oh, yeah,
in this
yeah.
one. I never see her. She got her driver's license. I never ever see her ever. I'm like, could you stay home for 5 minutes? She's like,
Right.
no. I'm like, oh. Yep, she's got a boyfriend. I never see her. Never.
Oh.
Mm-mm. I don't even know if I will get to go homecoming shopping with her because, you know, it'll be her girlfriends, not her mom. Because, you know, I once was her best friend, not anymore.
Right. So I try to explain to my 18-year-old. I'm like, do you know that you cried when I told you I couldn't go to college with you because you didn't want to be away from me? Just saying.
Yep. And now it's like, wait till they're 21, 24. Then they'll be like, Mama, I need you.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll be like, come here, baby boy.
Yeah. I get to see mine again. He's coming home on Sunday. Whoop, whoop.
Yay.
Not a good experience of why he's coming home, but he has to be home. So I get to see him again. So that's a good thing.
Yes,
although
Jeff,
I
was
probably won't see him very much either because he's got a girlfriend too. Yeah, I know, right? The one that he's going to marry. Hi, Daniel. I'm trying to look at the comments too because I can't see him. Oh,
Did we ever even ask Holly her origin story?
I was trying to get around to it, but you decided to talk about hair. So,
well, somebody brought it up.
Somebody had to.
Okay, what story do we
hold
guys
on
talk
one
about?
second. Jeff had a question. I'm going to answer him real quick.
Okay.
I want to know if I was in band. Okay, come on.
Oh, were you in band, Goose?
Yes, I was in band. Right there, right in the middle there.
With the glasses and the hat on.
Yep. Always the hat.
Always
Nothing's
the hat.
changed.
And you still got glasses on too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Just, I mean, don't tell anybody, but those
this
sunglasses,
one time in band camp.
You stole them?
Like 6 of us stole those glasses, those linen glasses from a gas station.
Raymond Gooseby.
Band kids are not all good. Band kids are not all good.
I was gonna say, what's the worst thing you've ever done in band camp? You know, that one time in band camp.
Right.
That was probably it. Well, you know, we didn't have band camp like my daughter did. Like they actually went away for a week, like to a college, and they had band camp at this college.
Oh wow.
We had band camp at my high school. I mean, we lined up every morning, and we had for like a week. So we didn't have cool band camp like they did, but we had band camp. But there was like no rooms, like no grooming with anybody, so we didn't have the opportunities they did to bed.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No.
That would be fun.
No, that was actually I was addicted to this Colorado Rockies hat. I don't know why. I found it and I liked it and I wore it pretty much my whole senior year.
Daniel James said you got the best t-shirt on. Okay, what was the question you wanted to ask me, Goose? I'm all ears now.
What is how did you start ghost hunting? Like, what's your origin story? How did this all start for you?
Oh, fun. Okay, so I'm not going to name any names because we don't talk to each other anymore. She actually hates my guts. Which is fine. I don't care. Hate me. Okay, so a friend of mine that I knew long before the paranormal started a paranormal team. And for a whole year, she kept posting pictures and stuff. And I'm like, I still want to go ghost hunting with you because it's always fascinated me. And so finally, I was selling Color Street nails 2 years ago in 2019. And she's like, why don't you come? I'm going to have a meet and greet. Why don't you come and sell your nails? Because I had Halloween nails. Okay, sure. Why not? Well, then she was telling me how she wanted to add people to her. I'm like, hello, I've only been saying for a year I want to be on your team. And so she's like, okay. So I ended up being on her team for, I think 6 months. And then shit happened. And I decided to leave her team, which she was not happy about, and start my own team. We did things at Eloise. We helped at they had teams at one time helping with the tours. So that's how I got into my very first building, was Eloise.
Nice.
That's where I met a whole bunch of fancy people, including Ace Taylor.
Fancy?
Yeah, fancy people.
He is pretty fancy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. So I just met a lot of nice people there. Cool people. Got to know a lot of other people. Yeah, I started my own team in 2020 during the pandemic because I just was not going to be on a team where they didn't believe me when I said, oh, this is there, this is over there, whatever. I need people that trust me when I'm on their team. So,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So when did your abilities start? What do you got going on?
Ace is celebrity.
Yeah, we need to get his ass on the show, but he's afraid. Come on, Ace.
One day. We're working on it.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be my show first, just saying.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed would you be if he came on our show first?
Probably a 10.
Work on it, Ray. You can do this, man. You can do it.
Unless you had both of us on the show.
Okay.
Unless you had both of us on the show, then I'd be okay.
Next week's guest will be Ace Taylor.
Oh, don't say that. I actually, so it was probably a very fair young age.
Night, Jeff.
I know at 12 I had a real experience while sleeping, and that was probably the first time I actually remember stuff, but it was traumatic, so that's why I remember it.
Was it like sleep paralysis?
It ended up being sleep paralysis. No, so in my dream, and I've said this on my show a few times, not everybody believes in the devil, however I do. He came to me in my dreams, and I was 12 at the time, and he was up in the corner of our living room, and we had these window cutouts because the house was built in the 60s, 70s, whatever. They had the window cutouts in the walls. So he was up there in the above the window cutout, and he opened his wings like this, and my family started floating across the living room floor, and I stopped them. Like, I blocked them so that they couldn't go with them, and he was pissed at me. And when I woke up, I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, all I felt was tears going down my face. And for like 12 or 13 years after that, if I ever heard the word devil or saw anything with the devil in it or anything like that, I would have major panic attacks. And so it wasn't until I started working at a Christian preschool that they prayed over me. Of course, that's how they are. So they prayed, and I was fine after that. And then it wasn't until which I kind of feel my daughter, but it wasn't until my youngest child started showing signs when he was 15 months old. And I was like, yep, I got to turn, because I turned it off for a long time. Like, I didn't let it interrupt me. I didn't, want to deal with anything after that. So I was like, yep. So, but it was when he started talking to the spirit in my daughter's room. And the only reason I knew they were both gifted is because they are almost 3 years apart. And she would always tell me she would see red eyes in the bedroom. And I was like, okay. And then when he came along and started talking at 12 months, 15 months, he would tell me he'd see red eyes. So I knew they weren't lying, because she kind of stopped once he came along, And now she's 16 and she has premonition dreams. She'll tell me about them and freak out. So
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
Well, that's
he's like,
scary.
so
Yeah.
So that's like last night I was on Justin Brown show. He had some psychic medium on there, and I was like, yes, like everything she was saying, I'm like, that was so what happened to me, but hey, cool. But yeah, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Nice.
Yep. But yeah. So I
Hmm.
have a really good team now.
good.
I have a really cool way of I got my name for my team. However, that co-founder is no longer on our team. So, but
Oh, jeez.
well, when you don't do anything with our team and all that stuff, it's whatever. It is what it is.
It's
But,
hard. I mean, I couldn't be on a team.
yeah, well, I have a really good team. We have great people. We get along. Nobody's ever gotten mad at each other, and like, I'm done with this shit, I pretty much, I'm not like a typical team either. I don't tell people, hey, we got to have a meeting every month. I'm like, what the point is, what is that? I don't make my teammates pay dues and nothing like that. We just go to have fun, investigate,
Make them pay dues. So it's hard enough for us all to be able to afford to like go to places.
Yeah, but that's the prior team I was on. She wanted us to pay $20 a month, and I was like,
I was on a team
stupid.
that was
For
like
what,
that.
though? Like, what would you use that for? For maybe?
It was supposed to help pay for like to reserve the spots and stuff, but you know what? I do it. I learned a few things on the way of managing the team. But we get along. We do good.
I wouldn't want anything to do with money.
Right.
Like whenever we're at those like events and stuff, I'm like,
that
Ray.
That will actually be
Ray,
that is actually the hardest part of it all, is trying to figure out how much to divide it, who's going. That's the first thing you got to figure out, is who's going.
Right.
And then once they commit to going, then you're like, okay, this is what I got to pay, but you got to get to a certain amount, because some places you have to have 10 people. Some places you can only have 5. And I'm like, why can't we make it an even number?
Right.
Like, so that's always the hardest part, is just figuring out the money, like how much to pay. And then there's times where I'm paying little extra than everybody else because I just didn't get it right the first time. And I'm not going back and saying, hey, you all owe me another $5.
Right.
So I end up paying like this weekend, next weekend, the 2nd and the 3rd, we're going to Monroe House.
Nice.
Technically, I'm going to be paying $30 extra than everybody else because we have an extra person coming. And when I calculated it, I wasn't thinking, I did 6 divided by the amount, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to add the $30. So that's my fault.
Nice.
My fault, but that's okay. I get paid tomorrow, so I've got to finish paying.
Have you been to Monroe House already?
We have, yeah. So that house was funny.
Bye,
Barb. As I yell. We went there last year, and it was me, Ace, and our 2 Elizabeth and Nikki, our 2 other teammates. Actually, Elizabeth isn't on the team anymore. She stepped away for a little while, but always welcome back if she wants to. But anyways, we went, and it was just us 4, and that was an interesting place. I mean, everyone's like, it's the demon house, and I was like, oh great, me and demons,
Right.
I'm like, shit, okay. And I've heard all the stories, I've heard everybody's stories, and yeah, the next day when we're leaving, Ace is like, you okay? And I'm like, I'm a little disappointed. He's like, why? I said, because not much happened. Like, everyone was saying this, like this and that's going to happen. And I'm like expecting the worst. And I'm like, well, I learned my lesson that day. Don't expect too much from locations, because they're not going to be all the same for everybody. So learned my lesson there.
Right.
But we did have a couple good things happen there. So
I try to explain that to people all the time about the seminary. They'll be like, oh, it's quiet. And I'm like, well, they're not fucking trained monkeys. Like, what do you want? It's not going to be the same every night.
Right.
It depends on your energy. It depends on a million different things, and I always try to remember that. But then we went to the Monroe house and literally not one single thing happened. And I not one experience to talk about. And I slept like a baby. Like,
Right.
the only reason we were scared to go to sleep is because there was a spider in there. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I know that I explain to people all the time, like, you can't expect things to happen. But then when I go other places, I'm like, I expect things to happen.
I know, right? And so, I mean, we did have a couple things, and it was funny because, of course, everything happens when you're not recording anything. But we actually, after Ace,
Right.
Ace was the only one that had been there before. And I know that's one place he could go every year and be happy man. But it was our first time for us three girls, and he took us on a tour, told us all about the rooms and stuff. And then after he did that, the other two went out to smoke, Okay. So that time though, Pam or Eddie, one of them, messaged me and said, bring a cooler because our brand new spanking refrigerator just, stopped working. Okay, great. So he goes, but there's pops in there. If you bring a cooler with ice in it, you can take whatever pop you want, put in your cooler. Great. So we were discussing what kind of pop to put in the cooler, what we were going to take, And all of a sudden we heard this loud bang, like metal being thrown across the room. And of course, the one room that they turned into a library had like 4 metal cots standing against the wall. And I was like, what? I literally grabbed on him. Okay, I didn't get scared, but I did grab on him, like, don't leave me. Like, don't walk away from me. So we walked in and I'm like, what was that? And we went looking around and the cots were still standing against the wall. Everything was still in place. I have no idea what made that loud metal sound, but something scared no, it didn't scare me. I just, held on to it.
It startled you.
It startled me. There you go. A little startled.
Yeah.
Little jump.
Startled.
And so then later on in the evening, we had just come down from the doll room. Very cool room. Felt like tentacles were coming up through the floor. That was the only weird thing. And I was like, anybody else feel that? Because it feels like there's tentacles coming up around me. And so we went back down and we were going to go down in the basement, but I didn't want to take baby Benny with us in the basement because of the spiders and stuff. I was good. So I put him on the chair and I said,
Didn't take long to stop the bleeding. That's funny.
I didn't grab you that hard. Actually, I think I just grabbed his shirt sleeve. Anyways, but I put baby Benny on the chair, and they told us to bring camping chairs or chairs because they got rid of the couch too. Okay, fine. So we brought our chairs. I had the camping chairs. I set him on the black chair, and I said, "Don't go anywhere, Benny. We'll be back in a little bit. We're going downstairs." I talked to him like he's real.
Right.
Who doesn't talk to their dolls like they're real? Y'all know Benny goes everywhere with us.
Right.
One of these days we are going to make a Facebook page for him.
You should.
We are. We're just trying to come up with a really good, cool name for his page. But anywho, so we went downstairs. We were downstairs for about 45 minutes. Did a session down there, and then we came upstairs, and there was some activity. Ace was getting a lot of activity with the cat balls down there, asking questions, and the K2s were going off, So we came upstairs, and I was the first one up the stairs, of course. And I was like, "Where's the baby?" Somebody stole the baby. I literally thought someone had broken the house and stole the baby. This is where my mind went. Like somebody broke in. I'm like, "Where's the baby? Oh my God, the baby's." And then I could see a little bit of his red hair. He was underneath the chair, wrapped around the leg pole.
Huh.
Yep. And we tried to recreate it,
Right.
because of course we didn't have a camera on him, but we tried to recreate it and knock him out of the chair and stuff. And there was no way that he could wrap himself around the leg of the chair. He looked like he
and
was
also those camping chairs are like scooped down.
Yeah, they're scooped. Yeah, exactly. They're scooped down, and then the leg chair has like two, because they fold up.
Yeah.
And I was like, how in the heck did he get there? A spirit moved him. That's all.
At
I
least
can
he wasn't.
think.
At least he wasn't stolen.
Yeah, I know. Thank God.
Yeah.
He's been moved a couple times. Yes.
No, I should definitely go back there.
Yeah, we're going.
We
next
haven't been there
weekend.
yet. I'd like to go there.
Yeah, I'd like to go there
It's
too.
such a far drive, man.
No,
I know.
it's 4 hours for us.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's like 6.5 or 7, I think, for me.
Yeah, Ace gets a lot. Well, Ace is a ghost whisperer, so anywhere he goes, he pulls up.
Right?
Ghosts.
Yeah,
Even though he says he's afraid of ghosts,
I don't think so.
he'll tell everybody that he's like, I'm afraid of ghosts. I'm like, okay, ghost whisperer. The walkie-talkie situation that happened at St. Albans was insane. It always our stuff always malfunctions when the good stuff happens.
Right?
It
Well, they do that
does.
on purpose. I swear to God.
Because they're using all the energy from our equipment to actually, do
It either
stuff.
malfunctions or you're like videoing the wrong or filming the wrong angle.
Like the
Yeah,
complete
right.
opposite way.
We talk about it all the time. How pissed we were at Madison. Tell somebody to shut the door shuts, and the camera's pointing to the opposite
Uh-huh.
Right.
way.
Exactly.
Like, son of a bitch.
Well, that's like was it at Farrakhan last year? You were Denise, you were showing me around, and you said don't go in that side because that's the men's ward, and they don't like females in there. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'm going there. And I walked there, and what happened? Do you remember what happened?
With the door closed?
A bat came out of nowhere and
Oh,
almost hit me in the head, and then it followed us down the stairs and then disappeared. I was like, "What the hell was that?" Okay, I'm not going in that section
Right.
anymore.
Shelley always talks about how the ghosts manifest the bats and they control them and make them do things. And that was a perfect example.
Right there.
Oh my God.
You're not supposed to be over there.
She said, "Don't go over there," and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go over there." Nope, a bat came out of nowhere.
Well,
Yeah.
it is
Almost
kind of
hit me in the
weird
head.
when you kind of
Yep.
start talking about the bats, because you kind of wonder because they use sonar. Like, are they picking up something that we can't see, and that's why they're
Yeah.
tailing
Right.
it out of there?
Or
You don't
when
know.
they like fly crazy, is it because they
Yeah.
picked up on something that we can't see?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think don't get me wrong, bats are very cute. They're very, very cute. I don't want them flying at me. Like I have
Right.
I grew up with an in-ground pool in my backyard, and I would go swimming from the morning I woke up to the time I went to bed, like so way past dark. And there was a bat that always swooped down and hit the water and almost hit us in the head. I have nightmares of that. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't like bats, but they're cute. They're cute. I can do fake ones, not real ones.
Bats are awesome.
And that would
I could
drive
do
me
it like
nuts
if it's in a cage or something.
Yeah.
Not like the watch
Oh,
fly
I
out.
got a funny story about bats in cages. I'm trying to read what John wrote a book here. We're like all looking. We can't
Right.
see our computer screen. I need my glasses.
Eddie Pence's
that
favorite
show.
mammals.
Oh yeah, that was a funny story.
They're attracted to LED lights, I've heard.
Yeah, you know what though? It's weird too because I would sit. We used to live in an apartment building when I first started living with my wife, and we
You're
were like
always
right on the
taking
lake.
me there.
So we'd sit out on our patio, and like the lake was over here, and we could just see the bats flying around like
Yeah.
crazy. When it got really dark, I could have swore that I saw like a light surrounding them as they're flying.
Huh.
Like I don't know if it was like some kind of vibration they were making as they're using the sonar, but I swear to
Huh.
God, like I saw little balls of like they were just surrounded by like a light as they were flying around.
Maybe they
Because I would
have-
see them like what my wife's like, how do you see them in the dark? I'm like, they're
because
glowing.
we can
I
see
don't
in the
understand.
no, because we can see in the dark.
Glowing.
Unless those were like radioactive bats, and I didn't.
Well,
you know,
they could have had a firefly stuck to their butts. And their
like
butts
they
lit
were.
up.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Aveline.
I mean, maybe
coming.
there may be something to do that. I mean, they're out there eating bugs,
Right.
so maybe that whatever that's in the firefly is getting like in their
Did you get
Well,
that
through their
reference
veins.
there, Denise?
That's another reason they're always by the lights. like at like the big
Terrence-
floodlights outside buildings because that's where all the
Yeah.
bugs are at. So
Right.
they're not
They like
necessarily attracted to
mosquitoes.
the light, but they know that that's where the bugs are.
Mm.
That's
You can
one
watch
reason
them when you go to the.
I do like bats is because they like mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Right.
Them little vampire, and those are the real true vampires and mosquitoes. I remember last time I said that, I'm like, well,
Oh,
they
yeah.
suck your blood, don't they? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, they're vampires.
Right.
Darren Smith, you're always safe with me. I will always protect you, my friend.
Yeah, they lots of mosquitoes.
Did you
No,
get
I'm
that?
probably
Did you get that reference, Denise? Aveline.
What?
When I said Aveline,
Is that from
Disney?
Is it
The
from
Prince-
Fern Gully?
No, it's Princess and the Frog. Tiana.
Oh, okay.
The firefly that his wife. There's a star in the sky, and he says
Yeah.
it's his wife,
Uh-huh.
and her name's Aveline. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
a Disney person.
Shelly says you could throw marshmallows too up and the bats will attack it.
Oh, we gotta try.
I don't know why she
that.
knows
Why would I
that.
throw my marshmallows? They're delicious.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Oh, the bats
I'm-
get their
I'm-
own
She's
marshmallows.
gonna throw them. I'll be like,
yeah, I'll be
Right.
the one out there running around like,
Get your bat wings on.
That'd be a
call me
sight.
Batman.
Right? Yeah.
Batman. That's funny.
Oh no, I don't want to try anything like that. Try bottle rockets. Oh, fun. Y'all funny.
What?
Bottle rockets.
And what? Shoot them at the bats?
Shoot them in the air and watch them go after them.
I don't mind bats until I'm
Mhm.
like stuck in a close quarters with them.
Right.
Well, we went to. Have you guys been to Oglaze Village?
No.
You guys got to go there. Okay, if you go,
Yeah.
that place is crazy active, and I think we had an experience in every building because the one Peggy invited us to go, and it ended up just being me and Ace because she couldn't make it. And I was like, "Are you sure? Like this is your gig?" And she's like, "Yeah, go." And I'm like, "Oh, Peggy, you're awesome. Like Peggy's the
Interesting.
best. Peggy, I can't wait to see her at MadCon. She's the
We all
best."
I
love
know.
Pezzy.
But she invited us, and it ended up just being us too, because everybody else is something happened to everyone else that was supposed to go.
Oh my gosh.
So it ended up being
My
me and
God.
Ace, and then the two that run the Oglaze, Eric and Becky, they're part of the underground paranormal network that me and Ace are part of. So we're like, why don't you guys just hang out with us? You know, they're like,
Yeah.
okay, sure. So every building we went into, and I think we went into 6 different, they got a lot of buildings on there, but we made it to 6 of them. We had an experience in every single one of them. Like we
Wow.
heard, both me and Ace heard a lady talk, and I was like, Becky, did you, because I had those headphones on, and I said, Becky, did you just say something? She's like, no. I'm like, I heard a lady talk, like, and then I took the headphones off and I heard her again, and I was like, and Ace is like, what did you hear? And I'm like, a female talking. Like she said one word, and he's like, I heard it too. And we were at different parts of the schoolhouse, so I was like, okay, that's cool. Then we went into the church, and we all saw a flash of light walk down the church aisle, and then she took a picture. She was taking pictures, and you can see a spirit kneeling at the altar, so that was cool.
Wow.
I crossed over a spirit in the woods, and that was really cool. Because I was trying to tell him, I'll wait till I come back in a couple weeks, you know, because we're coming back, and then I'll help you then, because it's dark, and I don't want to go in a dark and wooded area right now.
Right.
Too dark for me. And we were inside the family home that's on the property, and where did Heisenberg go? You're picking your nose, aren't you?
No.
It's the only reason you go
No,
off camera. Just kidding. Anyways,
I'm about to
So
do the same
we're-
thing. My
we're-
allergies are killing me today.
so we're doing a session in there, and Ace is getting responses. He's feeling somebody tug on him, you know, and like tug on the back of his hat and stuff. So it was pretty wild. And then and Eric had his ghost box, and I forget, ink box, I think is what it was
Oh yeah,
called.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had that going, and the voices actually changed to a deeper, different voice, and it said "help me," and I'm like, the hairs just stood up on the back of my neck, on my arms, and I'm like, I have to go help this guy like now. And that's all he kept saying is help me, help me. And Ace was like, stay in here and help him from here. I'm like, no, I have to go outside and do this. So Eric came out with me with his box and stuff, and he's like, oh my God, that is so strange. He said my hairs are like standing straight up, and I said, yeah, it's like you can feel the electricity in the air. And so I kind of helped, the spirit. And as soon as he crossed over, he said, I forget what he said actually, like goodbye or something, or I'm here. And you could feel the air just lighten up, like it was like calmer. He's like, that was wild. But yeah, so there was stuff happening everywhere on there. It's really amazing place. I like it. It's one of my favorites now.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty cool. There's a lot of newer places on my bucket list that I need to get to.
But what's really cool about it is, yeah, that was interesting too. But what's really cool is I like the history too, because all these buildings are from like the 1800s, early 1900s. So, and they were all from different parts of the area there, but they were moved onto this land, So, but the history in them, and then to see all the different things inside the historical village, that come from a different time era.
Yeah,
it's like. Yeah. This is so cool.
I
love going in the doctor's office and seeing all the different tools that they used back then,
That's so cool.
I love seeing communities do that. Like, makes like bringing all the history to like one area and making it a tiny village.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like when we do Shalersville Historical Society, I feel like they're doing the same thing, because they restored the main house, the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Then they found the original cabin built in Shalersville, like the very first settlers. It was actually part of another house that was left abandoned, and they tore that down, picked up the cabin, moved it to their site, and restored it. And now they're in the middle of literally piece by piece taking down an old schoolhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to reassemble it on the property next to the museum.
Yeah,
it's really cool stuff.
Oh, the post office. When we drove around, when we first got there, we were driving around. I'm like, oh, there's somebody in there. I felt it. I'm like, can we go in there? They're like, it's really never active. I'm like, okay, but can we go in there? And so we went in there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel, after about 10 minutes, I'm like, yeah, we can go. I'm not feeling anything. All of a sudden on the ink box, you hear, I'm dead. And we're like, oh, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are dead. Want to have and we end up having a 20-minute conversation with a mailman.
Oh wow, that's
with the post.
Anytime anybody says, "Oh, nothing ever happens in there,"
right?
That's usually going to be like the spot they hit.
Yeah, and I did. I went in there and I was like, oh, and then I'm like, no, I'm not feeling him. And then it's like, I'm dead, and we're like, oh, he's here. Hi, welcome.
Well, like with Madison, it got to a point where, like, before Adam bought it and started opening up like huge sections that were never accessible before.
Right.
It felt like it was almost, I don't know if you guys ever felt this at some of the more popular places. It felt like it was just over investigated. Like, like either the spirits were just sick of it and they're just kind of like bored with it and they weren't interacting, or it just, it just wasn't, it was getting a little bit quieter and quieter and a little bit less active. It was never like a situation where you went home with absolutely nothing.
Right.
Since he started opening those areas, cleaning out those areas, and like we've been able to get into them, like the Civil War side, like that was never, we hardly ever even went over there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times, like the basement was either flooded or filled with mold, and just he used most of the rooms upstairs were used for storage, literally.
Right.
Joke about Heisenberg using that on the tour, but that's what it used to be. It used to be all storage, and you couldn't get in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it's so different now. And now you're bringing all this stuff in from antique stores and people, things that are donated. So you're bringing all kinds of, you're bringing all kinds of other energy in. So it's
Well,
Yeah.
and that's a funny thing too, is like you gotta think, wonder how many times do these spirits hear us say, "What's your name? How
Right.
long have you been
Yeah.
dead for?" Like the same
Yeah.
question over and over. If I was
Yeah.
asked the same question over and over again, I'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm gone. Bye."
Right.
Like I'm done
If I-
with this.
especially-
Come up with something new.
Right.
So that's why a lot of times when I'm on the investigation, I'm kind of quiet because I'm trying to sit there going, okay, what question has not been asked yet to this
yeah,
spirit?
Right.
no, yeah.
Like I don't want to ask the same stuff. So I always let Ace do the questioning, but I sit there and think, what can I ask? And then I come up with something. What's your favorite food? What
Yeah.
food
I
do
think
you
some of
miss
the
the
best-
most?
I think some of the best conversations and interactions happen when you're not really even paying attention.
No, and
Right.
we've actually talked about that. It's like when you're having a conversation with your teammate, and then you just
Yeah.
have your ink box going. You hear them joining in your conversation.
Yeah,
You're like, what was
exactly.
that?
Yeah.
What did you want to know?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know about me? I'm 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Since the first day I turned on the grandpa box, every time I turn it on, within like the first minute or so, I hear, "Hey, Goose."
Hey,
What's
guys.
the grandpa?
Yeah.
What's the grandpa box?
That's the
It's a
box
Jeff
that Jeff
box.
Fent. Yeah, it's a Jeff Fent.
Oh, one of these
Yeah.
days I will have his. Ace has a few of his boxes, but one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have wood, and I could get emotional because today is his 1 year heaven anniversary. But the Detroit 6 precinct, our home
Yeah.
away from home. Today is actually the 1 year anniversary of his death.
Okay.
Wow.
God bless your soul, there, Ed. I miss you.
Yeah. Didn't seem like it was that long ago.
That's crazy.
John,
But it's
I
been
don't need to know
a
about
year.
no wolf spiders. Thank you. Nope.
Take a picture.
No, actually, wolf spiders scare me because one bit my mom and almost like her whole leg almost got. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Her whole her leg got infected, and that
They're
was
very
awful.
venomous.
They are. They actually had to pack her leg from the inside out and heal it from the
Yeah.
inside out. It was gross. Yeah,
They
they're the
usually don't
cousin.
mess with you, but they're
Yeah,
vet-
I don't know how this one got her, but it did, and they're the cousins to the brown recluse. So,
Yeah, we have
Anyway.
those in our house.
sorry, I got off
Heisenberg
topic
like-
when I got off topic when I saw spiders. Thanks, John. Anyways, the Detroit.
So, what's your hair
precinct.
regimen, Heisenberg?
So the Detroit 6 precinct. Actually, the first time Austin invited my team to help there was September 29th of 2019. So yes, I think it was 2019. Still brand new, kinda, Oh no, 2000. It would have been 2020 because I had my team then. So September 29th of 2020. I went out there. It was me and my teammate Nikki, and I knew about Jeff Fent's box, and I wanted one. And I knew nobody has a Detroit 16 precinct box made by Jeff Fent. So I was like, "Oh, Ed, do you have any wood?" And he's like, "No, not really. None that's laying around. I mean, you could take some off a door or something." I'm like, "No, that's too much work." See, now Goose is picking his nose. Anyways, so I was like, all right, fine. So going around the building, taking the people around tours, or actually just walking around with them, they had free roam, and I just walked around and asked questions. They had questions and stuff. Well, at the top of the stairs, on the second floor, there's a little closet next to the bathroom. The only way to get to the attic. But there's no way to get up to the attic. It's wall to wall cement. So it's like you have to have a ladder. And I was like, there was a spirit in there, and he kept trying to calm, like, I can't get up the wall. I can't. I'm not Spider-Man here. And I could see him reaching down and trying to pull me up. I'm like, that's not going to work. I'm alive. You're dead. That's not going to work. Well, I end up finding a ladder, and I had a friend who is no longer here move it for me, and because it was a really heavy ladder, he moved it, and he's like, "You want me to go up there?" And I'm like, "No, I got to do this." And I'm afraid of heights. I am actually terrified of heights more than spiders. I said, I got to do this because this guy wants me to come up there. So I climbed up to the top of the ladder and I showed my light, and there's a pile of wood up in the attic.
Nice.
So at the end of I asked Ed if I could have some of the wood that I found, and he's like, sure. So me and Ace went back a different day with my son, and I literally climbed up in the attic with Ace and got the wood.
Nice.
So I have wood from the Detroit 6th precinct so that I can have Jeff making me a box when I can afford it.
Yeah, the box Jeff made me was there's like the front face and the back face are made from Madison wood.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
And I will have it, and I will have a picture of Ed in the box.
That's cool
for him. It'll be a remembrance box for Ed. So
nice.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I was just excited. The story in itself is cool. How I found the wood. So
right.
Yeah.
It was show her yours. Do you have it right there or no?
Yeah, just give me a second. Go ahead and talk.
Okay.
It's like one here, but I gotta take it out of the bag.
Yeah, because what he did for his is he like burned it into the wood, a picture of his grandpa.
When he's arrested,
that's why we call it the grandpa box, because it's got a picture of his grandpa on it.
I know he did that for Brandy Marie too. He did her mom on the box. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But that picture that we that Ace took, the very last picture of Ed, that we took, that's the one I'm going to put in the box.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, so one of these days I will have my own Jeff Fenton box.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh,
it's my grandfather's World War II military picture.
That's awesome! Look how handsome he is.
I know, right?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
He looks like what's that one movie star?
Yeah, so that's why I call it the grandpa box. It's like this plank right here. This is Madison wood right here.
Right.
And some of it in the back. So I love this. It works
that's
so
well.
Cool. I love it. Yeah. Get myself off this year.
Corey said your grandpa is a babe.
Right.
Grandpa was hot. But he looks like there's a movie star from back in the day. Was it John Wayne? I think it was John Wayne. Is that his name? I think that's his name.
Well, he was an actor back in the day.
I mean, I know there's a John Wayne.
Wasn't it John Wayne?
Your grandpa? Oh. I mean, there is an actor named John Wayne, but I don't know if that's who looks like your grandpa.
I'm gonna look. I think so. I think it is. Pretty sure.
He had gifted me that box years and years ago, but it was just the empty box. There was nothing to it. It was before he started making full on spirit boxes, and he was doing music boxes, and he gave this box to me, and even empty with nothing in it internally. I was like beside myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So like years and years and years of me trying to figure it out and not being able to, having somebody else try to help me and never kind of really getting it. I approached him again. I'm like, dude, I have all this stuff that I don't know what to do with that I can go in the box. I don't know how to put it together right. He's like, just give it to me. He took it and he put it all together, and he put this picture on the side of the box and just made this thing so amazing. Like, so it's basically two gifts in one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, does your grandpa? Do you feel like he ever comes through on it and talks to you?
I mean, I'd like to think that the person saying "Hey Goose" is him, and then he just kind of backs off and like lets everybody else talk. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully one day maybe I'll just run it in here while my wife's not home, because I'm not allowed to, ghost hunt while I'm in my own house. But
I know everybody says that, and I'm probably the oddball out. I will turn my stuff on here at home. They come and visit me anyway, so
James
I'm just
Dean,
whatever.
I don't
James Dean, that's it. Yeah, James Dean. Thank you. I knew somebody. I mean, it's from the same time era as John Wayne.
Yeah.
But that's it, James Dean. Oh, he was handsome too. Jeff's boxes are off. They are. Daniel has
They are.
one.
Yeah.
Everybody has one but me.
I don't have one.
Okay, we're in the same boat. Be nice.
I
Yeah.
don't have one.
Jeff.
Yeah, but you two are always with me when I'm using mine. So I mean,
That's true.
we
See,
can pretend it's
and
like
I'm
shared.
always right, and I'm always with Ace. So you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good. One less thing I have to
Yeah.
carry.
Someday.
That's the only thing that I do carry if I carry anything.
Yeah.
Those are
Right.
the best wings I've ever had in my whole entire life. We are
That
still
and this
getting wings.
is like the only other thing that I use.
We have
Are
one
you
of
talking about
those.
wings?
Yeah, Eddie Pence
I'm
said
surprised with that.
he knows how to get Ace on your show. Give him wings from Quigley's.
Oh.
Those are really
Where's
good.
Quigley's?
Or you could just, it's in Madison.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the place he goes to in Madison. Okay.
it's so good, and they're
Where is it in
fat
Madison?
chicken wings. At some dive bar, Heisenberg won't go in.
Yet another reason to go to dive bars. They have great food.
Oh my god, they're like the best.
I remember
They're
he went to
better-
go to that. He went to go to that Mexican restaurant with us a couple years ago when we went out after MadCon. He stayed at
Oh,
the.
yeah. Compadres? That is not even.
Yeah.
a
No,
good
but
place.
that the wings, they're like this big. I kid you not, they're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie
I'm
loves
hungry.
that place. They were closed for a long time. I don't even know if they're open again.
Darren, we're all gonna have to tag team Jeff
Mhm.
Fent at MadCon. Tie him down and say, build us a box.
Right.
Just kidding. We love you, Jeff.
He's not watching the show. He's got better
She's-
things to do.
She's
I was
only
gonna say,
kidding because
yeah.
we can't tie up your arms and then make you build a box because then you don't have your arms.
Yeah. He's like, I'm good, guys, but I don't know how
Yeah.
this is going to happen.
Right.
So he'd probably be like, "How do you think I build these?"
Right.
Right.
Yeah. He'll be like, I
TMI.
need a blindfold too.
Yeah, I'll need a blindfold. I'll need to be hung upside down.
Right.
Yeah,
He
the
puts
dive-
something special into him. Like he feels this shit out. Like he feels something
Yeah.
is right, and that's how he goes with it. Like he uses his
Yeah.
gut and his
And I love
His
that he tests
sixth
them out
sense.
so much before he
Yeah.
gives them to people.
yeah,
You know?
right.
Yeah. What, Darren?
Man, all these
Smith?
people are not coming to
Why?
MadCon. Oh, he's got a tour at Old Licking.
No, what is he doing?
Like he
He's doing
works there
something
or
else.
something.
He's going somewhere else, isn't he?
I thought he said he had a tour or something. It was historical something, or I don't know. Tell what are you doing, Darren?
Yeah, I don't know why
Okay.
you're there.
Oh, because the Terror of Jail or Jail of Terror starts soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Because usually MadCon was earlier. Right?
No,
Yeah.
it's always around this time.
Is it always in
Or the last
September?
2 years, or last couple of years.
Oh,
Well, it was in August.
Yep.
I was
2
going to
years
say
ago or 3 years ago?
I think it was
First-
2 years ago. It was in August.
Second one.
Yeah.
hmm That was when I was.
Hold on.
No, I didn't make it to that one because I had my Wonder Women of Business event. That was
Did you
2.
dress up like Wonder Woman?
I did.
I know you. I knew you would.
I mean, I had a shirt that was my company name with the Wonder Woman symbol, and then I had a Wonder Woman headband.
Awesome.
But
I want to check out that
Mm.
haunt, Darren.
Mhm.
My kids are starting to really get into that. They love going to haunted houses.
I would love to do that, but it's a little far for us.
Darren, if you guys
Yeah.
weren't so damn far away, I would have auditioned to be a scare
No.
actor.
I would have too.
Nobody be afraid of you.
All you have to go, shut
Come on,
up.
man.
Ma."
Shut
Yeah,
up.
they're kind of all the yeah, they're. I feel like they open earlier and earlier every year because so many people are into it.
right.
I know, and it's funny because Eloise does the haunted house now too. They have and we hear so much. I'm so mad that they did it. I'm like, all your big haunted locations do a haunted house. Like,
Yeah, Mansfield, it
they
doesn't
go,
affect
I'm
their.
like, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks because you can't investigate those 2 floors, but
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really investigated the first floor anyways. The basement, yes, that kind of sucks because the basement was very active, and they will let you go in a portion of it, but not the main parts where you know you used to be able to go to. But I'm like, all your big locations do haunted houses. You know, that's how
Mansfield,
they make their big money to keep it operating.
Mansfield's a pretty big production, I know.
Waverly.
Yeah, I've been there.
I'm actually one of their actors is like TikTok famous now. The what do they call her?
The warden's widow.
Yes, the warden's widow.
Oh my God, I'm
her
so
scream.
sad. Ace just met her because she was at Eloise, and I had to tell him all about her. I told him, I'm like, I couldn't make it because I had a birthday party I had to go to, and that was so sad because, she was the only reason I wanted to go to the book signing.
Yeah, she's all over TikTok, and they're starting to get ready for it down there, and she.
Oh my God,
she just walks very slowly. She's all ghosted out and like has a big wig and super scary. Yeah, she's
what?
She's super tall. Yeah,
and she wears heels, so it makes her even taller.
Oh my gosh,
she's amazing. I follow her on TikTok, and that's how I found out. I was like, she's going to be at Eloise.
Like she'll even work like the line, like outside. She just walks around with like her little thing holding it. Really doesn't say anything, just staring. And then she'll stop and just scream like this unbelievable scream.
Oh yeah!
It's just like even watching it, it's like, oh shit, like holy crap! And people are like,
oh my God.
Do you have TikTok?
And like,
Denise, do you have TikTok?
I do, yeah.
Look up Warden's Widow, and oh my God, she's amazing. Yeah. She even does tutorials on her makeup and all the props that she uses. And Ace, her and Ace, had conversations all night long. Had to hear about them. I missed out. She's amazing. She's a very nice person too. Apparently, I didn't get to see her, but he did.
Yeah.
He did. He met her for me.
Yeah,
it's out. She
was apparently at Parapsychon. I didn't see her, but I saw she had posted from there.
Went there but was not in costume.
Yeah, right.
Yep, she was.
So I probably walked past her like a couple times and
didn't even know it.
Her. Yeah.
Yep, because she's like 6'7", long black hair.
Right.
Yep.
I think you would know it.
Right. That's what I'm sitting here thinking.
What?
Like you guys are like, oh, I probably didn't recognize her. She's 6'7".
I would have recognized her. I would have ran right after her. I'm like, you're
I mean, I was only making a beeline to outside and back, like maybe to the bathroom,
right.
But
yeah, I think we walked around like once or twice.
Yeah, we walked around really quick one time by myself, and then when we walked down to see the Ghost Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I never walked around.
Darren Smith got to meet her too.
Darren got to meet her too.
Yes, he went to an actor's seminar that she did a few weeks ago.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And you didn't invite me, thanks.
Wow.
I would walk up to her and go, "Can I have your autograph?" I'd probably be like the girl that I'd be so fangirling, just like I'd probably be crying because she's like, yeah.
My brother used to be a scare actor at the haunted laboratory in
I went there once. Yeah.
Yeah. When there's new owners that have been there for like the last couple of years, and he got involved with them. He hasn't done it like the last year or so because he had a baby, so he's like in the dad club now.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, he was driving all the way from Chardon down to Akron like 3 or 4 times a week to be part of this thing. That's how much he enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, go on Ace's page and you'll see her scream. He took a video of it.
Yeah.
She's so cool. Like when I say fangirl, I would probably fangirl over her more than my celebrity crush. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to check her out.
And Ian Somerhalder is something to crush about. So just saying. Gotta love those vampires.
I'll have to look this girl up, Holly.
Oh my God, I'm telling you.
I don't like people screaming at me. I'm not going to look it up.
Who's Hellbilly?
You can watch it on mute.
I'm going to have to look that one up now, too. I would love to learn how to do
I'd have to have TikTok. Oh,
yeah, it's true.
Well, get TikTok.
Why?
No, you can't. You can't.
Why? He get addicted.
Yeah.
No, because I'm old.
It's the reason I don't sleep at night.
Okay, wait. How old
Right.
are you? How old are you?
He's
I'll be 48 in
57.
October.
Oh,
Okay, so you're not much older than me, only by like 3 years.
And those are 7 years in TikTok years.
yeah.
You
In
know how
technology
many
years.
there's old people on TikTok. When I say old people, there's like 80-year-olds on TikTok. You're
That's
not
hard.
that
Yeah.
old. There you go. Look
What?
at how close he is. Look at
Yeah.
the one at Ace.
Uh-huh.
Find the one of her and Ace. Ace, like
Yeah, you're gonna walk past her and not know. You're
Right.
okay.
Well, it's so funny because a lot of people like know by now who she is. So like when she's walking outside and they're taking video, everybody's like thinking she's just gonna scream. So they walk
They
past
know.
and they're like, okay,
I would so
I'm ready.
follow her around until I'd be like,
Every time she
Do
screams,
the
you'd be
scream,
like,
do the scream, do the scream.
yeah, I'll be her bodyguard. Just let me be
Right.
her bodyguard.
But no, I mean, I see what people. I know a lot of people get like pissed off because they build haunted houses, but it's such a big money maker.
It is, and
Right.
then
No, I
how
know
they-
like Fairfield was a different story because they actually altered the building and kind of
oh my
it
God.
was a lot of a big pain in the ass for Adam and the crew to kind of clean.
Yeah,
that
you
all
shouldn't
up.
have to alter
Yeah.
the building.
no,
Right.
and
They were just like-
always did alter
The building by
two
itself is
floors,
creepy
but-
enough.
I mean, you could close a floor off or something, or 2 floor, but like
Well,
not
just like
alter the.
divert. Yeah, I mean, close
Mhm.
off what you don't want people to go into.
Right.
But even with things like even Fairfield, the building is old and creepy and abandoned.
No.
If there was somebody who's dressed like a ghost in a room, it's gonna be scary.
Right.
You don't need to build all these walls and mazes and all this crap to be able to
Yeah.
pull off.
And
a
they
good
were like,
haunt.
No, those just piss
screwing
me off.
plywood.
Yeah.
What?
I said, no, those just piss me off because I can't get out of there.
Yeah, right. Well, we actually investigated a haunted attraction, haunted
Yes,
house.
we did.
It's called the Hell House out in Monongahela, Pennsylvania. And we heard some things, felt some weird stuff, but we were on edge the whole night because, like, they have the animatronics where if you step on something, it jumps at you.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I forgot.
even though the
Oh,
electric
wow.
was all off, we're like walking into these rooms, like, no, don't do it, please, no. Like, wouldn't
know
that
what my
be
worst-
crazy?
It is, but you know what my worst is when going into haunted houses is the guys that chase you with chainsaws.
I can't
Yeah.
stand. That's so annoying.
And I'm just like, and it scares the shit out of me. And everyone's like, it's just turn. I said, it's still turning, even if there's a blade on there, it will still cut your ass. Like, I'm
Right.
Oh, that's
sorry.
cool.
It's still TikTok is very addictive. Yes, I watch it
Yes.
every day.
Mhm.
It's my joy in life. And I don't know how I end up on some sides of TikTok. I'm like, I don't know how I got here.
Right.
So, close
Well,
my
it's like-
eye. Like you're like what was that?
I think it tracks your scrolling, and it
Yeah.
times at how long you're watching a video.
I know, and it's like you
Because
just
like
click
if
on
you're like,
one
what
video
the
and
fuck
you're
is
like,
this?
you're
Right.
like on the side of King Talk, and you're like, how did I
Yeah.
get here? Okay, wait, what can I
So then I
learn?
go into like my For You
Right.
page, and it's like all these girls shaking their ass. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the funny stuff?
Right.
and then you end up on the gay and lesbian side, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
they're funny. I mean, there's some. Okay, well, I'm good on this side, but
I
the
follow
King
like a
Talk,
lot
I
of
don't know how I got on that, but
I follow like a lot of
I learned
comedians,
a lot of
a lot of
things.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, the comedians. I like the
and like
Jeff
some of the
Durham
cooking
ones.
ones.
Cooking are
Mhm.
good. I'm on a lot of different, like, I don't know. I get random videos. They're so funny though. Like there's a Kawasaki one. That cracks me up. So this lady, it's called Cow. What was it? No. Oh my God, I can't even remember. Ace will know because I couldn't stop laughing at it. Oh my God, it was so funny. If I find it, I'll share it with you because it's hilarious. But this lady
Well, I
was
shared
sitting
that
on
one
it.
earlier this afternoon.
lady
Of that
was
guy that
sitting
just
on
couldn't
it.
get his words
Yeah.
out. I'm like, that's me after the 9 o'clock hour.
I've seen that one. It was funny. He's like, blah, blah, blah. No, this lady was sitting on a cow. It was when the gas prices were so high. Oh, it's funny.
I
It's
saw
like
one,
those stupid ones. It was those stupid ones that are like totally stupid and you can't stop laughing at
Yeah.
them. No matter how many times you watch them, you just can't stop laughing.
I saw one where there's like an African American dude sitting there laughing hysterically, looking down the street, and the thing said, "When your boy pulled up during the pandemic, you see this other African American dude like on this horse coming down the street." It's so freaking hilarious.
But we have the urban cowboy here in Detroit.
Oh, Heisenberg didn't think it was funny.
Oh, is that where he's from?
There's an urban cowboy here in Detroit, and he will ride his horse down.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. It's funny.
Yeah, we might end all up being on horses or donkeys or bicycles or whatever.
Hey, I rode my bike for 3 weeks during that little hike of gas. I rode it to and from work. It was good exercise, except for the wind.
Yeah.
Wind always gets you. Wind always gets you.
It does. Even when there's no wind. It's like, where'd that come from?
Oh, cool. The Darren said that Joe here is actually now a theatrical haunt based on paranormal investigation that goes bad. The portal is in the basement at the end. It is also the interactive hunt where you find clue. Oh, that's really cool to get out. So it's like an escape room too. That's a good idea. That's pretty cool. That's fun. It's fun for the whole family.
Oh yeah. Ace, have you seen his photos? He gets some. Okay, so this man here will feel a spirit somewhere, take a picture, and boom, there they are on the camera. It's amazing. Right? It's amazing.
Yeah.
His Eloise guy, that he has. Yeah, that's amazing. And then Hillview. So he has the picture of the spirit at Hillview, and it's clear as day. So when we're at MadCon, ask him to show you the spirit at Hillview.
Okay. Awesome.
It was it. I don't want to give it away, but yeah, it's.
I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Of Amanda?
I think he sent it to me, yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely. And it's funny because when we were going through the pictures, and I was like, go back, because he didn't see it at first. I'm like, go back to that one. He's like, what? I'm like, look at it. And he's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. And we tried debunking it. We had Sue actually go and take pictures of the area for us, and and he was the only one in that hallway. I was actually 20 feet away from him, waiting. I was holding the door open, waiting for him. I'm like, hurry up, let's go. But no, he's like, he felt something. He took a picture, and there she just presented herself like, here I am. And it's probably the most clear picture I've ever seen of a spirit captured. And it was not, I mean, we've had people go, oh, it's fake. You know, it's not fake because we don't know how to fake pictures.
Right? Yeah.
We're
not that man's game. I don't know how to do that.
We're not that technical, advanced in this world. We do not know how to do that.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tim Coomer. Thanks for joining us the last 15 minutes.
Right.
Just kidding.
So do you have anything to plug? Aha, Ray.
Hey, we still have 15 minutes. You ain't plugging nothing yet.
No.
If he doesn't say it now,
Ray always takes it from me.
Right.
We'll make sure he doesn't do it today, Heisenberg.
Nope, I ain't saying shit for the rest of the show.
Let's hear it. Have a staring contest.
Yeah.
That's no problem with me.
I lost already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Holly, you're not good at this.
No. It's too quiet. I don't do good and quiet.
I did see that. Okay.
Ask Ace. When we're in an investigate, he's like, stop moving. I'm like, I can't, it's too quiet.
Right.
He's like,
Did I win?
I'm like, I feel spirit over there. He's like, let
You
them
won.
come to you.
Mhm.
I forgot what we
I
were
think
even
that's
doing.
another reason I like the headphones so much because it's like a constant. There's always noise, and
Yeah.
I
Right.
hate silence. I don't know if it's
I do
just
too.
because I have 3 kids. I'm not like silence is not a thing for me ever.
Right.
So it makes me very uncomfortable. So I think that's part of the reason why I like the headphones, because even if there's nothing, like nobody's making noise or whatever, there's still like you could hear the wind outside, you could hear the
Right.
cars going by. Like it's just
And
it's like white
it
noise.
picks up so far too. Like I was amazed at Ugly's because if we had the freeway there, but we were pretty far distance from the freeway, and you can hear the cars even when you were inside the buildings. I was like,
Right.
wow. But yeah, I'm the same
It makes
way.
it
Even
hard
at
when
work.
you're
Like even at work, I have the radio on because I can't stand the silence. Like no,
Yeah.
I'm not good with silence. So yeah, that I love the headphones too. I can definitely pick up more.
We were trying. You can't use them outside though when there's like crickets and shit because oh my god,
No.
they're so loud.
Oh, that would drive me insane.
But you know what's funny though with the headphones? I can hear better with the spirit boxes too. So like when somebody's has like I hate the SB7 with a passion.
Same.
Like it hurts my ears. Like it's like fingers on a chalkboard, and Ace did that at Ugly's, and I almost turned around. But he like fingers on a chalkboard, just it's one of those noises. But it like that the SB7 hurts my ears just like that. Where when I had the headphones on, it made a big difference with when somebody had their SB. Yeah, like I don't know what it took out something to where it didn't hurt my ears, and I could actually hear the words better coming through the ink box. I could hear better, words coming through the spirit boxes that other people use. Like it was a big difference to me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wear these the whole entire time I'm on a adventure.
Yeah, Shelly and I were just listening to a Phasma box, and we both like kept going like, I don't know what it said. And then we decided that like once you listen with the headphones, like it's so hard to go back to not, because you can just hear so much better with them on.
Yeah, it's like it almost kind of takes out that white noise that distracts my mind. Like it distracts me. Like I know that's how they communicate, and that's what it's supposed to do, but it kind of lowers that white noise so that I can understand the words better, because my brain is just high wired and all over the place, so it distracts me.
Yeah, I'll have to try an SB7 though, because honestly, those like give me a migraine within a minute of having them on. Like they're terrible.
Yeah.
They definitely made it a lot better. Even with even the Jeff Fent boxes and the Austin Maynard's boxes, and the Nanocom, all of those, like that swooshing sound just some boxes are like a little lighter where I can handle it better, but that SB7 is just so when they do the Estes method, I can
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my god, it hurts my ears. But yeah, those are amazing. I do like them. I should go get another pair before they sell out.
Right. I just bought myself an extra pair too.
Well, it's funny too because they're not gonna make them anymore, and it's like now we're all buying them. I wonder if they're gonna start making them again.
Right.
Double.
No, what's gonna happen is you're gonna start seeing them on eBay for like $5,000.
Yep.
Right.
Just like all the other ghost-hunting equipment.
That's the other thing. I'm like, shit, I should just buy a couple pairs, keep them in the box, shove them in a closet sometime, and then when my kids are older and they, have some.
Right. It'll be like the what is that recorded?
The DR60s.
Yeah, the DR60s.
Yeah.
Those hurt my ears too when people play them back. When they play the playback on them, I'm like, what did it say?
I should try that with the headphones too.
That is one thing. Okay, that is one thing I wish people would kind of stop doing when they show their evidence stuff, is stop putting the words up on the, because you read the word and then your brain's like, oh, that's what
Right.
it's saying.
I agree with you on that. Yes.
Like, stop doing that and say, okay, what do you guys hear? And then maybe in the comments below and say, this is what we're getting out of it.
Right.
You know.
Or at least play it a few times before you put the words up or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Give us a chance to hear what, you know. And then if you get the conciseness of holy shit, several times, then that's what that spirit was really saying, because there's times where people put up the words and I try not to look at the words that they put up to hear, and I'm like, that didn't sound like what they were saying. But okay, it's their evidence. It's whatever. But
it's hard too because I don't think that, I know this is going to sound totally batshit crazy, but I don't think that what comes across there is supposed to make sense to everyone.
I think you're right.
If Shelly and I are listening to the same thing, a lot of times we hear different things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why we're so good at doing like the Estes method, sensory deprivation, whatever, because whoever has the headphones is going to hear it exactly like they're supposed to hear it. I don't know. I feel like everybody's brain hears different frequencies and, our ears hear different frequencies, whatever. So I think it's just in general super hard to take somebody else's recorder with a question that they asked and then listen for the answer, because I feel like it's not going to be the same.
I agree with you. I totally agree with that statement because, I mean, it's just like if you put 10 psychics in the same room, you're all not going to get the same, spirit coming through. Like there's Susie Joe, in the corner, and they're like, oh, there's Susie Joe, all 10 of them at the same time. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to get Amanda over here and Susie over here and Joe Bob over there. And we're not all gonna see the same thing. So I feel it's the same way with hearing things. But so that I carry around a notebook. I feel like it's meant for
whoever's recorder it is.
And I carry around a notebook and write stuff down to hopefully when I have time and go through all my evidence that I can go back and look and go, oh yeah, I wrote that down, and there it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's just, I'm not out to find. I mean, I would like to know why I hear spirits and they come to me and talk to me and,
Right.
But I'm not out to discover. I just want to have fun with people.
Right.
Agreed.
More power to those that do go out into the world and have time to do all that. I'm a mom. I don't have time for all that. Not until they're all out of high school. Not till they're all out of high school. When they're done with school and I don't have to worry about them, I can go, hey guys, I'm leaving for the weekend. Bye.
Right.
Not find a sitter for my 13-year-old and 16-year-old. No.
Right.
Yeah. I also don't have the discipline for it. You know what I mean? Like,
me neither.
If I'm going to be honest, I'm never going to fucking review evidence. So why bring all of it with me? There's people who are amazing at it, and as soon as they get home, they start reviewing their evidence and they keep logs of everything that happens and they keep track of the temperature of the building when they were there and all this other shit. I do not have that kind of discipline.
I've never thought about keeping track of the temperature, but that would be good. No, I don't. I don't have the attention span to do that.
Yeah.
I would like to do that. That is a goal of mine. But I said, I have to wait till my children. Because there was one time I was actually sitting down reviewing evidence on my recorder. I was listening to it. My son came in, asked me a question. Instead of hitting stop, I hit erase. And there goes all my evidence. I was like, yep, I'm never doing that again when the kids are awake. Just like I don't make cakes when they're awake. Nope.
Exactly. Darren, if I'm being honest, I just want to go look at the buildings. I just want to go get a tour and hang out with people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I always explain to people at the seminary when I'm doing tours and stuff, like, look, I'm not trying to get a show on Discovery Plus. I don't give a shit about YouTube views. Like, I'm just here to have a good time.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, and I, like I said a couple weeks ago, I don't know if I'm going to do my show. And everyone's like, oh, no, you're good at I know everyone tells me I'm good at the show and all this stuff. I love doing it because I get to meet other people.
Right.
But the thing I'm having a trouble with now is I did it for a year and a half because we started these shows during the pandemic because we couldn't go anywhere,
Yeah.
And of course I was brand new and I was like, well, what a way to start meeting people is by having a show and inviting people to be a guest on it, So that's how I came to start doing my show. Well, now I'm to the point, okay, year and a half, never really took a break very much. Who do I have on my show now that isn't on other people's shows that haven't been asked the same questions over and over and over again?
Ace Taylor.
Yeah, that guy. Ace Taylor. One of these.
I heard he's coming on our show next week.
Yeah, actually, our special guest next week. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I am taking a different approach with my show, and we'll be starting that up in October. And I actually have a co-host now. So it's gonna be different, but I hope I get the viewers. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, I think. And she's very cool because she's like, I'm interested. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Here's my idea.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Heisenberg, that's your cue.
Yep, it's 9:58, Heisenberg.
Thank you. Do you have anything to cut?
Oh God! Way to go!
You get to.
So, anyways,
he gets an opportunity and just mess it up.
Fired.
Take two.
Do you have anything to plug, madam?
Me?
Madam.
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Your show.
Your show.
Okay, so in October, October 6th, I think it is the first Thursday in October, 8:00. You'll find us here on the RU Media Network, the Things Network. We're gonna have a brand new theme to our show. I'm gonna have a co-host. It's gonna be fun, exciting. So make sure you join us.
Are you not telling us who your co-host is?
It is actually Beth Ann from the Underground Paranormal Network. And I know she's on one of Austin's teams. She's amazing because when I told her my show ideas that I had, she's like, oh, yes, I'm totally into that. And I'm going to do, and I watch these and I watch this and I get this magazine. I was like, great. And then she's like, I'm a librarian too. And I'm like, even better.
Perfect.
I was like, yes.
That's awesome.
That's exciting.
It's going to be fun. So now
are you taking a break until October 6th, or are you still going to do?
Yep. Nope. I'm taking a break because something really major is happening in my life next week, and just keep me in your prayers. That's all I ask. I'm not going to talk about what's happening. Maybe eventually, when my healing process is done, I might share that story. I might not. I don't know. Some people know already. But something major is happening next week. Just need all the prayers. Good luck. Best wishes, whatever, however you do it. Me and my children would appreciate it. But after next week is when I can actually concentrate on my show and start doing the research that I want to do for the shows and the topics that we have planned. We won't have any guests. Maybe once in a while we might have somebody that's knowledgeable on the subject, but it'll just be me and her bantering back and forth and talking about the different things. So it's kind of like what you guys do.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, we like doing that. We have a really good chemistry. Obviously, the three of us, we get along really well. We have no problems like saying whatever the fuck we're feeling or thinking, So sometimes it's nice to just have us and to not have the pressure of having a guest on. I mean, you know how it goes. When you have a guest on, you're like worried about like, what am I going to ask next? And what,
Oh, I've been there. You're like, and that, cause you get some of the ones like me where they talk. And then you get the quiet ones like Heisenberg and that don't say anything.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Right.
That was only 15 minutes. We still have 45 minutes to go. Like, what can I pull out of this person?
We're a 2-hour show. I think going forward, we're going to start cutting the interview down to like the first hour and then just us on the second hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to really stick hard to that. So
Yeah.
that's. I mean, sometimes we have a guest on just like you, and it's a friend of ours. Yeah, we'll go 2 hours because we're having a good time, and there's no pressure.
Yeah.
And
Right.
we're just hanging out. But you have like somebody like Dustin Pari on, and it's like, he's got other things he's got to do, and you're lucky to have him on for her.
I'm so sad because I was supposed to have a big name person, 3 people on my show. It's a group of them, and they were filming, so they couldn't do my show, and I was like so sad. I was supposed to have the Ghost Brothers on my show for a half an hour.
No, that would have been awesome.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
It was supposed to be in February, and they started filming. He's like, "I'm so sorry. We'll try to reschedule," and we never been able to reschedule. But when I see him at one of the big Paracons, like we didn't go this year, but the Michigan Paracon, they're usually there, and I'll be like, "Excuse me, when are we rescheduling?" But they were supposed to come on, and I was kind of bummed. But well, shit happens.
That would be fun. Right?
Yeah, they like Baby Benny, so that's all I have to say is Baby Benny.
Right.
That's how they remember us, Baby Benny. Thank you, Corey.
Couple things we probably should plug. I know we posted this earlier. We are taking pre-orders only for show hoodies. I'll put that back up. Hold on a second.
I need a hoodie, but I don't have $40 right now.
Just a small order. It's kind of a last minute thing. We would need your orders in by the
everything's
27th.
a last minute thing for us.
With us, yeah, obviously. Hopefully everything gets to us by the time MadCon 3 or 5. MadCon 5. I can't believe it's already
5.
I know, it's a big one.
September 17th.
Yes,
a bad picture
we'll be there.
because it was all cut off.
Be there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we can't.
And then we're already planning for Potographs Parafest.
We'll be there too.
Next.
I know you guys did a great job last year or this year. I appreciate it.
We were so nervous too. Not nervous, but like we had no idea what to do. And we kept just like asking Tim, like, what do you want us to do? And he's like, whatever you want. And we were like, we don't know what that means. But now we know that like literally whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
Like do whatever you want. You want to interview people, you want to walk around, literally do whatever you want. So I feel like this year will be so much better because
yeah, we did he was doing a good job of like feeding us guests. Like go. You want to talk to him? Let's go. What?
Well, when we're walking around, never mind. You want somebody on your show. Get him when he's walking around. He's gonna kill me. He's like, don't say that.
We're gonna hide and like focus like up on him real quick.
Right.
Just pretend like we're just having like a.
You know it's funny.
So how you doing, Ken? You having a good time today?
Get a GoPro and then just hide it.
Right.
No, but you know what?
Why did you start going into this?
Okay, so I will say this.
I forgot.
If he doesn't realize he's on camera, he's absolutely fine. And then, but the minute, like, if you watch anytime with his other teams that he goes, because a lot of other teams go live. If you watch and he doesn't know they're live on Facebook, he'll be doing his stuff, and then he'll realize, and he's like, "Are you live?" And then you can just see, it changes, and then then they stop filming because they're like been filming for an hour already. But if he doesn't realize it, he's fine. But once he realizes he's on, but we all have our fears. I hate spiders. I hate heights. We all have our fears. Slowly we'll get over it.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. We all have them. So, anyways, it's 10:06.
I know.
We can go for another hour. I'm just kidding.
No. I
My
can't stay
team-
awake that long.
My teammate Becky's like, go to bed early so you can come to a class tomorrow morning because we work out at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
She's my instructor, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I won't be there. She's like, but it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good one. I'm like, I won't be there. I can't do anything until after next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we wish
but
you the
anyways,
best of luck.
Yep.
yes,
Yeah.
I just needed to go in my favor, and
Yep.
it just needs to go in the right direction. And I
All the
really
crypto
hope.
heads will be praying for you.
I really
Yeah.
hope it does, because today I had a praying mantis on my car. I had 4 hawks go over my head, and the hawks, just real quick, are my totem animal. And when I am stressed or have anxiety, I always see a hawk, and then I
Nice.
know everything's going to be okay. So, and there was 4. So
That's a pretty good sign.
I think everything will be okay, but I just need that extra.
Yeah.
Right.
So. But
Well,
anyways,
message me if you need anything.
I will.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank you for letting
Yeah.
me come on your show. It was fun.
Of course.
Bet.
Thanks for inviting yourself. I'm glad you did.
I know, right? And I think I was one of those people that jumped on after like
Yeah.
an hour and
Yeah.
a half. I'm like, oh my God, they're live. I forgot it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Hi,
And then she's
No,
like,
we had a
I'll be on
blast.
your show next week. We're like, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
well, because I don't have I'm like, I wanted to really be on your show. And then I'm like, because I'm the show before you guys, I'm like, I can't do 3 hours. Like,
Right.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
3 hours. I'm
Right.
like, so I'm like, wait, I don't have a show right now. I can be on their show now.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyways,
Well, thanks
Well,
for coming. We had a
thank
blast.
you. Thank
We'll
you,
do it
everybody,
again.
for watching too.
Yeah.
All right, crypto
Right.
heads. That's another awesome show from us tonight, and we do have a special guest next week slated. Psychic medium Gregory Nicholas. We met him at the Parapsychon at Mansfield a couple months ago. Really cool guy, fun guy. So you should fit right here on the show. Good, it'll be a good time. So yeah, and then we got a guest lined up, but that's going to be kept under the hat for a little bit. Don't want to give that one away too quick, but it'll be fun. So yeah, Gregory Nicholas next week on the Cryptic Paranormal Show. Join us, crypto heads. We'll spook you later.
Bye.
And
Bye.
don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. That's right.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Right. All right, crypto heads. We love you. We'll spook you later. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.